What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to do the final review of the Schrade Truix. I do believe that's how it's pronounced. There's a little question on how it's actually pronounced. It's a very odd name on these companies, and they're very odd names. It really does become a pretty good challenge. This is an American-made knife by Schrade, and let me tell you, overall, it's been really very enjoyable to use. I have to tell you, they really have the access lock really dialed in this knife. As you can see, very nice. This, I will say that the G10 is very aggressive. That's probably one of the biggest downsides is that right there underneath the pocket clip. It's a very stiff pocket clip, and yeah, it's the way it's textured with lines like this to give you that multicolored effect. It certainly is a pocket shredder. So probably one of the more negative aspects of that I found with this knife overall. The other aspect is I really wish they would have done a more aggressive Tanto. It's all right. It's kind of borderline. It's kind of really borderline on a Tanto, in my opinion. These companies that like to dance around whether or not something should be or shouldn't be a Tanto because they're afraid of it not selling as much. It's like either do the leap or don't do it at all, in my opinion, is kind of how I feel about it. But action's really dialed in. It's so smooth. It's extremely fidget friendly. Using the lock mechanism, it just very easily in. It's very solid feeling with that very nice thick frame that they have in here, and that will give a weight on that. It's for its size overall, it does have a little heft. So let's get a little quick weight action here for you. So as it sits dirty, and a little bit over 4 ounces. That's really not too bad. Yeah, let's do a couple quick little comparisons against that Emerson. And let's do a Honey Badger. So you can see that these couple of these knives are actually taking it a little bit bigger on the bigger side. It's definitely has a very thin appearance. Let's see if I can find something. Yeah, well, Civivi Brazen. That's probably a pretty good choice. And still, the Civivi Brazen has a little bit more fuller, tallerness to it in the blade, but they were like almost totally identical in their length overall. So let's put that away. But yeah, the action on this is like very smooth. It's on bearings. That D10 is just dialed right in. I mean, that thing just sucks right in there. It's very nice. And even when sometimes when it doesn't like that, it's like you just push the lock again and it just sucks it right in. Very solid feeling. Again, just easy. It's easy to use the lock too, and there's no, how do you want to say, like, stress about it. It has a very nice grip to it. It kind of has a roundness to it. It's not sharp, but it's definitely when you use it, you don't need 2 fingers. You can literally do it with 1 finger either side. And that's it's what really makes it really fidget friendly. Really does. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, the edge is held up. It's still very sharp. I haven't used it in excess of a lot, or haven't really used it really hard, just basic EDC cutting task, cutting open the old beef jerky bag at work or something, some chips or whatever. Nothing too extreme, just basic EDC tasks. So the edges held up very nicely. Fits good in the hand, it really does. That G10 is extremely grippy and tractiony. You're not really going to slip or slide on it at all. You always feel like, even when you're just kind of fidgeting with it, you always feel like you got good traction. The pocket clip, other than the fact of it being on that G10 and being maybe a little bit of a pocket shredder, the pocket clip works good. There's no hot spots. I mean, obviously it's just totally flat, and actually works good with your fingers when you're kind of fidgeting with it. So it works out pretty good like that too. But although, yeah, it feels good in the hand. It's got a real nice full handle for a thin medium hand. So even if you have a bigger hand, I don't think that you're going to have too much of a problem with really getting a good grip on this knife and in any position you want to use it in. But yeah, I was really surprised with them kind of getting back into making in another, American made knives again. So very cool. Price wise, not too bad. Could see, maybe a little bit cheaper for, S35VN. I think it's like $200. I don't know. I don't remember offhand, but that could change. Get them on sale, might get them a little cheaper, or they might be a little more. But overall, I will say it's a very rugged construction. I could definitely see it taking a lot of abuse. The ridges back here also really help keep a good grip on it if you're really into a hard task. It's going to dig in, but it's not hurtful or anything like that. But overall, very cool, very interesting knife. I hope that they see more from them, especially in their American made aspect. And hopefully they get a little more aggressive with the Tantos. I would definitely love to see that. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will catch you next time. Have a great day, guys.